o'clock. We're actually going to start with the Durant City Utilities Authority meeting. That'll be quick, but we're going to please stand and join me for a quick invocation and pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us here tonight. We pray for the city of Durant, for the city council, the employees, the staff, and all the citizens of Durant as we try to do what's right for them and for the city. I also pray for all the people that joined us today at the Albertsons kickoff ceremony as we continue that project, and also pray for the folks here today that are going to get presentations and awards. Pray that in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, please call the roll for the Utilities Authority meeting.
Okay. Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Shear?
Here.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Here.
Chairman Tucker is absent.
We have a presentation, which I think we're going to go down there and do, correct? It is the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. If they could step forward down here, we will come down there and join you to present some checks to the Durant City Utilities Authority. See how much this is for. So these are two checks, one for a little bit over almost $16 million, and then one for $34 million. This is for the water line and the drainage and wastewater for Main Street project, which is coming up later this year. And we thank you guys for that. Here, well, let's slide over. Get in the picture. You guys hold the check. Thank you, guys. All right, we're back. Order of business, consent agenda. The only thing on the consent agenda is the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of January 13th, 2026. If you guys have time to review that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve consent items.
Second. Motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. A motion passes. Considering there is no other business before the Durant City Utilities Authority tonight, I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Trustee Miller?
Yes.
Trustee Shear?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu?
Yes. All right, we are adjourned. Now, I'm going to call to order the regular meeting of the Durant City Council. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller?
Here.
Councilmember Shear?
Here.
Vice Mayor Simulescu?
Here.
Mayor Tucker is absent.
We have more presentations tonight. We've got three presentations of certificates of appreciation and also a proclamation as well. So please join us down there. We'll start with the certificates of appreciation, then we'll go into the proclamation. The first certificate of appreciation is presented to Wu Yi. Please come stand up here with us from Asian Gourmet. For your long-acting support and dedication to our community, on February 3rd, 2026, Asian Gourmet donated food for 35 public work employees. We appreciate your amazing generosity. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. All right. Next certificate of appreciation goes to Tony Learden from Roma's Italian Restaurant. Come up here, Tony. For your outstanding support and dedication to our community, Roma's donated food for 35 Public Works employees on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, in appreciation of their exemplary service. We appreciate your generosity. Thank you, sir. All right. Our third certificate of appreciation goes to Chris Whittington, Proctor Construction. For your unbelievable support and dedication to our community, Proctor Construction used a motor grader and a shadow truck to help the city clean major streets, the bypass, and the highway. We appreciate your exceptional generosity. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. All right, proclamation time. All right, is anybody from First United here? All right, come on up here, First United Bank. All right, so this is a proclamation for the United Acts of Kindness Day, February 13th, 2026. Whereas the city of Durant recognizes the importance of fostering a culture of compassion, generosity, and goodwill among all residents, and whereas the city of Durant has a long-standing relationship with First United Bank, and whereas First United Bank sponsors a United Acts of Kindness Day initiative annually, and whereas kindness has the power to inspire hope, bridge differences, and create a ripple effect that extends far beyond the moment in which it is given, and whereas the city of Durant values the contributions and of individuals, families, schools, businesses, faith communities, and organizations that work daily to promote empathy, understanding, and service to others. Whereas United Acts of Kindness Day encourages all people to take intentional steps to brighten someone's day, support neighbors in need, and strengthen the shared sense of community that defines Durant. And whereas celebrating United Acts of Kindness Day on February 13th, 2026 provides us an opportunity for residents to come together in unity, compassion, and civic pride. Now, therefore, I, Mike Simulescu, the Vice Mayor of the City of Durant, Oklahoma, do proclaim February 23rd, 2026 as United Acts of Kindness Day. All right, very exciting times business, consent items. Please review the consent items, and if there's anything in there that you want to take out, let us know. If not, when you're ready, I will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve consent items.
Second. A motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes. Number 3, information items. December 2025 financial reports and sales tax report. Welcome back. Good evening.
Okay, this is for the December 3 major fund reports and the January's sales tax report. And the first one is the general fund. And the report summarizes the general fund and for this December, and then it's represented about 50% completed of the fiscal year. And then you can see the revenue that reached about 54.3%, which means about 4.4% higher than the projected it. And the department spending is 43.28%, and it's lower than the projected it. So that make the year-to-date total is 454,714. And the second one is the capital improvement. This is just information to show what kind of the project we are still going on. And then you will see that year-to-date is negative because one of our loan asked the reimbursement, and we did it on the January, so it will show on the January that we will put the money back. And the third one is DCUA, that is your utility, that is our utility authority. And the same as the general fund, it represent the 50% of the completed. And you can see that our revenue is 50.65, a little bit higher, and but still on the track. And then for the department expense is about 41%, so it's lower than so that makes our year-to-date is 924,843. Yeah,
So some good news. We're
Yes,
ahead of
but
the
we
game
still-
for a while, so that's good.
We still got 6 months to go.
Hey, it's a good start though, right?
Yeah. And the next one is for our January sales tax breakdown. And the total amount we received is $2,005,140.52. And the next one is 10 years that the 1 cent sales tax. And you can see that this month we're doing pretty good. Compared to the last year, the same month, it's about 11% increase. So this year is pretty good. And the next one is kind of like budgets versus our actual revenue, just information for you to see that how we still manage it and we still tracking it. So far that is still reach our budget. Yeah. Is there any question?
No, I think we're good. Thank you. All right. So some good information there. I feel like we're heading the right direction. So sales taxes are strong, and so that's a good indicator of where we're at so far. All right. Number 4, administrative. A, consider and vote to approve or reject public notice to request bids to lease oil and gas interests of approximately 793.74 acres owned by the City of Durant and associate entities. Who's speaking on this? You're speaking on this. All right. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This came about, I think Cindy in her previous life used to work for an attorney, and I think she gets a great joy out of pushing stuff back to an attorney. So it came to light that there was about 400 acres that wanted to be leased for some time now, and they weren't given a lot of attention or any type of an audience, if you will. I looked at two different companies, a Lowry Land Company and a Freedom Oil Company, who were both interested in leasing this acreage. They met with myself and the city manager. She thought it was a good idea. There's about, like I said, 793 acres. And if they give up to the amount that they've, on one of the encounters was 600 acres. So you can do the math on that. That's over $400,000 in an upfront bonus payment. If we don't do this, we don't get the bonus payment. And the downsides of not doing a lease is there are certain clauses that shut in natural gas that you don't get if you get into forced pooling. So someone can come in and force pool you, and some people in the audience may know what pooling is. But when that happens in a section line, they come in and tell you that you have to be pooled with everyone else. And your options are 1/8 usually, 3/16 or participation. 1/8, obviously what it is, and 3/16 is the norm. But sometimes you have to participate. That's your other option if they think it's risky, and you have to pay the cost to get that oil out of the ground to get the money back. Your royalty would be higher, but you have to pay a part of that. And the one thing is that you have the opportunity to include clauses when you lease. They call them depth clauses, meaning that they can't drill past a certain depth. So if they find oil or gas, they can't go past a certain depth on this lease, and you preserve that for a follow-on lease. And the lease we have in mind is if there's a follow-on lease, they pay a premium, 150% premium for the follow-on lease. So all in all, I think it's a good deal, and we're asking for the council's approval to send this out for notice. Hopefully we get lots of bidders, and I think we've got this set for the 10th to be opened and then be approved at the next city council meeting. So we'll be asking for your approval at this time.
Okay. Any questions? Anything to add?
I would just add that, you know, Oklahoma cities and towns really need revenue diversification, so, and this is one way that I think there's not, you know, a lot of harm in it. Most everyone knows, I believe, that in Oklahoma, the only state appropriated funding cities receive is sales tax. So when you think we're running this entire city on sales tax and utility fees, and that's it. So this is a great way to get some additional revenue that is less harmful than anything else.
Sure. Is there any particular, do we think that there's a good proven reserves in there that we'll be able to make money off of, or are we just more hopeful?
Well, I think that's what happened is I think that one of the oil companies, and I'm not going to mention their name for purposes, I don't want to disparage that company, has already drilled a well. Oh. And that's the reason that we're getting the interest that we're getting, and the landmen are coming out and asking us to get this lease done.
Oh, good. All right. Any further questions before we vote? All right. Do I hear a motion?
Make the motion approve 4A.
Second. Motion is second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu,
Yes. All right, motion passes. 4B, 1 and 2. 1 is consider award of a bid for University Boulevard rehabilitation to Overland Corporation as lowest bid in the amount of $396,560. And then the second one is approval of the contract for that same amount. So, Mr. Hightower, tell us.
Good evening. We went out for bid on this project. We sent out 8 bid packets to various vendors. 3 were sent to minority or women-owned companies, businesses that's listed by the Oklahoma Department of Commerce. 3 of the vendors were vendors we've used in the city before, and then we had 2 interested that's never bid with us before. Well, when we sent them all out, we got 2 back. It's either Overland Corporation, which came in at $396,000, or Drake Paving, which we've used Drake in the past. That I would consider going with Overland because they are under budget on this project in fact. We estimated it at about 450,000, and they come in at 396,000. And we've had Overland in the city, they have done work for us. The last street project we did, they did some streets. Drake had a breakdown, and they came in and did them. So they do good work.
Just for everybody in the audience, can you give us a breakdown of what this project is all about?
What this project is all about is the 7th Street intersection will be totally reconstructed, and the 12th Street intersection will be totally reconstruction. And then everything from 6th Street to Bryan Drive that is paved will be milled and overlaid.
Okay.
And striped. And any curbs that need to be fixed will be fixed.
So a significant, pretty significant project.
Everything is paved, are you talking about everything's?
That's asphalt.
Asphalt?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything that's asphalt will be milled and overlaid, so.
And Philip, the funding for this, wasn't it grant?
This is it's a match grant that we got from, I think it's CGBD grant. And, yeah, so it's I think it's 50-50, so.
Okay, that helps out a little
Yeah,
bit.
it helps out a lot,
Okay.
so.
All right. Any other questions? Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve 4B1.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu,
Yes. All right, motion passes. 4B2 is consider approval of contract with Overland Corporation, the amount of $396,560 for University Boulevard rehabilitation. Any questions on that? City attorney have reviewed the contract. You feel good about it? All right. All right, hearing no further discussion, make a motion to approve 4B2.
Second.
Motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. 4C is consider approval of resolution to rename access road to Lake Durant as Little Blue Lane. Mr. Brewer, come on up and tell us about this.
So last month we did the open forum to discuss about naming the unnamed road that leads into Lake Durant, Little Blue Lane. This just finalizes the process of actually being able to name the street Little Blue Lane.
All right.
Have we received any information or letters for anybody not wanting to do it?
No one even lives off that street, so it's
Okay.
Just gotta be sure.
yeah.
No, there was no one that lived on there.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions about Little Blue Lane? Motion to approve 4C.
Second.
Motion and second. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu,
Yes. Motion is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, 4D, consider approval of purchase of computer software equipment for Durant Police Department from Gedak Bright in the amount of $80,200 to meet criminal justice information service compliance requirements and protect against cyber attacks. Chief Petty, how are you?
It's a mouthful. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, we'll hear about it.
So CJIS compliance, right? So that's the platform in which we receive all of our information, whether it be driver's license returns, tag returns, criminal history, that sort of stuff. So this is a compliance request. So the computers in which we operate now are operating off Windows 10, which are at end of life with security updates. So everybody here is very familiar with cyber attacks. And so with operating on Windows 10 opens up a back door for us to fall victim of a cyber attack again, right? And so the only alternative is to operate off Windows 11. So we did an assessment of the computers in which we operate now in the field and a few peripherals within the department itself, and we're requiring 25 computers to be CJIS compliance and prevent from cyber attacks. So that's the information you see in front of you. So again, this is more of a compliance request or a risk mitigation request than otherwise.
So this is software, not hardware.
Correct, yes, sir. So, yeah, Windows 10, and of course, we have IT that can lend any advice, but the only alternative is to patch it year to year because it's just at end of life. And so that's kicking a can down the road. And so that could increase year to year. And then it actually opens the door up for probably more attacks because the security is just not what it should be at Windows 11.
This may be outside your pay grade, but at least on my system, you pay a certain fee and you get updates for free as long as you pay that monthly fee.
Mhm.
Is that a possibility?
On the Windows 10?
No, just paying the Windows, the fee they have, the extortion fee that you pay every month for Windows, and then you get the updates for free based on that fee that you pay every month.
That's probably outside of my realm of knowledge. I don't know if you can speak to that or not.
So with Windows 10, there is the option to do extended security updates for up to 3 years past Windows 10's official end of life date. But like he said, that's just kicking the can down the road.
Okay.
We still have to make this purchase at some point.
So there's no free upgrades based on that fee you pay every month?
No, sir.
Okay.
Are the computers all going to be able to take Windows 11? Are the computers going to be able to take Windows 11, or are they at the end of life also?
So the computers that are currently being operated were manufactured in 2014, long before there's a couple new hardware requirements with Windows 11, namely one called TPM 2.0, which is not supported on any computer that was manufactured before 2017.
But I think to answer your question, this solves that. The computers that are in front of you will accept Windows 11 and will be CGIS compliant.
Okay, well, that's what I was asking,
Yes, sir.
because I was just checking, because sometimes you upgrade stuff and that's like, oh, well, it doesn't upgrade, it won't take it or whatnot. So I was just,
So this is for hardware and software?
Yes, yes.
Because someone asked.
okay,
Oh,
because
I'm
he said
sorry,
it was
yes.
software, that's why I
Yes.
was confused.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And we did
My
have
apologies.
some that they were able to put
Okay.
Windows 11 on, but we had this many that they were not.
You have computers from 2014. That's
Yes, and
impressive.
some of those
Yeah.
were refurbished when we got
That's
them.
impressive.
Yeah.
That's 12 years old. All right. That's all the question. I was just checking to make sure we spent all this money, and then I was like, well, the computers don't update. So that was my question. All right. I'm good with that. All right. Any other questions? This had to go out for bid. It was like a competitive bid for this.
It's a national aggregate bid.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Seeing no further questions, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve 4D.
Second. Motion is second. Please call a roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu,
Yes. All right. 4E is consider approval of resolution authorizing application for Choctaw Development Funds. It's you as well.
Yes,
All right.
sir. So this is an application or resolution. This is part of the paperwork or packet, if you will, that they require to apply for these funds. And that's through the Choctaw Nation Development Fund. And the reason I'm requesting that resolution is we have been approached by OSBI to house a rapid DNA system, which we would be the fourth in the state. They're looking for a good strategic, kind of stable partner, if you will, in the southeast quadrant of the state, and they've identified Durant PD as that. So what that system does is it turns a DNA sample around in a 90-minute turnaround to help identify or eliminate suspects, if you will, and kind of close up some of the investigative gaps and time that it would use to turn around for a lab process. So with that, it costs money, right? So OSBI foots the large bill on some of the equipment itself, but then they ask for partnership and to help pay for the services and maintenance of said machine. And so that's a little over $24,000 yearly reoccurring. So the MOU that if this was approved, that would be signed, that I would be coming back for and requesting for, would be between the city of Durant and OSBI itself. But we're also able to seek partners in the community. So I'm seeking the partnership of the Choctaw Nation Public Safety through this Community Development Fund to split that cost.
Will they be using it as well?
Correct. So how that works is we will host a train the trainer. So we'll be the southeastern hub. for anybody that is able to use the equipment to come in and use that sample equipment and turn a 90-minute DNA sample around. So,
Okay.
so how that works even is, imagine if you have a burglary, that you have some DNA left behind, like on a broken glass or blood or something like that, right? If we can swab that and stick it in this machine within 90 minutes, if you've been in CODIS, which if you've ever been in the system for anything before, then that's gonna flag and start giving us suspects. So it narrows the windows down. Even if you had an unidentified body somewhere, same thing, you could swab that and narrow that down. So this is almost like stuff you see on TV, right? And we have the opportunity to host that.
Who's paying for the personnel?
I'm sorry, sir?
Who's paying for the personnel?
So the OSBI will host a train the trainer class at our department, and that will train our folks, and then they are just certified to use it. So it will stay in a locked room, and it's just like I would reference like an intoxilizer. Once you're certified to use it, you can just continue to use it, but there is no pay or a pay structure for a specific employee. Our officers will be trained to use it.
So there's no extra manpower needed or anything like that?
Correct. It's
Okay.
just it's equipment and a skill set that we will be trained on.
How many people will be trained on this?
We hadn't identified that yet, but I imagine we're going to identify at least 5.
Okay.
And then other agencies could also come in and train and have however many they identify.
Okay. And they would just come to the building and run the DNA themselves if they're trained?
Yeah, so we
Huh.
have a room identified that would meet all the requirements because it has to be under camera and lock and key. So it's actually would be in our lobby and be under camera and lock and
Okay.
key. And if another agency who was certified to use it could come in, walk in the lobby, we would store the key in dispatch. So they would get it through that front window in that lobby and be able to go in there and use that machine. And of course, it keeps log, and then shut the door, lock it, and turn the key back in. So it wouldn't actually even take any of our personnel off the street if that agency has trained folks to use it.
All right.
It's pretty unique, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that Durant was actually identified as a partner because, again, there's only 3 in the state, and those are in Oklahoma City and Edmond.
Now with this matching annual fund, we have to apply for it every year with the Choctaw Nation, or is it just kind of recurring?
So in the application, it does ask for reoccurring, and
Okay.
I have filled that out. So
Okay.
hopefully if that gets approved, they will be our 50% partner year after year.
Okay. All right. That
Will the
sounds-
personnel that's trained, certified to operate this, will they be expecting to be compensated in some way for if they have to come in off duty or?
No, sir, I see what you're saying, but no, sir, no, they will not. And if there was a concern of that, we could write that in the training scenarios or the certification.
I think it's going to be a game changer for southeastern Oklahoma, and I'm like Chief Petty. I'm happy that they included Durant. I think it just shows, a step in the right direction in the culture and professionalism that the department has.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve 4E.
Second. Motion to second, please call roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes. All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. All right, number 5, new business. There is no new business. Seeing that there's no new business and there's nothing left on the agenda, I move to adjourn the meeting of Durant City Council.
Second.
Motion is second. Please call roll.
Councilmember Miller,
Yes.
Councilmember Shear,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Simulescu.
Yes. And we stand adjourned. All right, we did the Utilities Authority, so I guess the Airport Authority is up next. I think that's the last one. All right, Durant Airport Authority meeting, call to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Trustee Miller,
Here.
Trustee Shear,
Here.
Vice Chairman Simulescu.
Here.
Chairman Tucker is absent.
Order of business, consent items. The only thing on the consent items is the approval of the regular minutes of January 13th, 2026. Once you've had a moment to review those, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve consent items.
Second. Motion is second. Please call roll.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
Trustee Shear,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu.
Yes. 2, 3, 4, and 5 have no items, so I move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion is second. Please call roll.
Trustee Miller,
Yes.
Trustee Shear,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Simulescu.
Yes. We stand adjourned. Thank you, everybody.